Hi, my name is Brenda Schaberg, and I'm going to talk to you about my career and personal life and how I'm going to use my education that I received from Cornerstone University. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Brenda Schaberg, and I've been attending Cornerstone University since August of 2015. I've been working towards receiving my bachelor's degree in business management. I've learned a lot through the courses I've taken at Cornerstone University. By developing my people skills, leadership style, there have been plenty of times that I've considered stopping to pursue the completion of my bachelor's degree at Cornerstone. But here I am, still going, and I have 2 more classes after this class, and I'll be done at the beginning of December. Most importantly, Cornerstone has helped me put a Christian worldview and biblical perspective on my career and personal life, which is how I feel that I have gotten this far in finishing my education. I plan to take my education and put it to great use towards growing and developing in my career and personal life. I started a manager position not too long after I had started my education at Cornerstone University. I feel I've grown in taking the courses here at Cornerstone. These courses have helped me make better choices, both in my career and personal life, along with putting a Christian worldview and biblical perspective on it. I'm going to talk about my leadership style. Being a manager, it's important to have a good leadership style. A manager title does not necessarily mean that you are a leader. Just because you're a manager does not necessarily mean you are immediately a leader. It takes time to grow into that leadership role. Leadership is developed more than it's discovered. You work on it and then it works for you. There's no I in leader. It takes more than just yourself to become a leader. As a leader has followers. There are leaders and there are those that lead. Leaders hold a position of power and authority. Then there are leaders who lead to inspire those that follow. Leaders increase those following to believe in their self. Those followers will then have the ability to perform well, just as you are, or I feel I am, as a leader. Being a leader takes time to develop into a position. People learn from some of the best and worst leaders I know from experience at my job, on what to do and what not to do. Managers need to take accountability as a leader. Results are achieved through accountability by an individual and through the actions of others. Taking personal accountability is key to obtain your desires for yourself, team, and organization that you work for. Everybody thinks Jesus was perfect, but we are not. And we become complete as we conform ourselves to His image and imitate every aspect of His life. Lead with example. As leaders learn and they develop strengths and inspiration to motivate their team to the aspect of Jesus. Leaders ensure that their actions receive positive results and provide value in life. The results of the management style inventory that I took is accurate style of my managing skills. Although I scored slightly higher in the middle of the road style, I feel my management style is leading more towards the team builder style. I have concern for both people and production of those people with no negative impacts to the organization or needs of the employees. Team building brings both success in accomplishing tasks and goals, along with keeping and maintaining good relationships. In my current position as a manager within the company I work, working with various groups of people both internally and externally is my position and allows me to maintain good relationships and work effectively as a team. In my current position as a manager within the company that I work for, the team builder style mentions new problems, decisions, and goals are what a job is all about, which is my team's primary responsibility for support. I'm always looking for employees with initiative and to be proactive with addressing problems, issues, or concerns with creativity. This leads to success both by the individual and the organization. I agree with the management style inventory as my aim is to create a work environment that integrates individual creativity, high productivity, and job satisfaction. By building a team, my people will learn how to play the game and win through teamwork. Successful managers' actions will lead to inspire others. Managers manage things, but leaders lead to inspire others. And to be a good leader, you have to have good people skills. A manager cannot expect to build a great team if they do not have good leadership skills that include those people skills in working with others. A manager leader must have an open mind to work with others and develop those members of the team. Ask the right questions and hire those that give you something to work with, as you can teach knowledge and skills, but you cannot teach talent, character, drive, attitude, and energy. A manager must have a clear vision to develop their people to follow them as a leader. Leadership is a skill of achieving objectives or goals with voluntary cooperation and effort from others. Top performers not only believe in their self, but also the company, products, and services they represent. Developing great people skills makes a leader more approachable. This would be the result of how a great leader I can be. Core values and objectives are key, not only for yourself, but for your team to succeed. This success represents both the person and organization. The thoughts, skills, and efforts of team members is key to the success. A leader must value and encourage the contributions from everyone. There's a great amount of core values that I've learned during my education at Cornerstone University, also while growing in my career as the manager position I received when I started at Cornerstone. Some of those values that I've learned in both my education and work is honesty, integrity, dedication, innovation, motivation, reason and logic, and teamwork. You will walk in the way of the good and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will inhabit the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. That's from Proverbs chapter 2, verses 20 through 21. Making the right choices in life will only provide great results, both in my career and personal life. And I'm going to talk to you now about biblical principles in the Christian worldview in my career and personal life using my education. From a biblical perspective, leaders love, respect, and retain those that work throughout their entire life. Jesus gives us bold expectations to do well in this world. After reading the Responsibility Cultivate the Earth article, it indicates God made us as the climax of creation to rule the world on His behalf. We each are responsible to mediate the blessing of God to the slice of creation that lies within our influence. We represent God to each other, the animals, and the earth, and we will give an account for God that we see in us. The Christian worldview represents that the people of God should respect Him in everything we do and the choices we make in life. Both in my career and personal life, it is important for me to make good decisions to succeed. Everything God creates lies within the influence that I can do to make the right decisions to be successful. And whether you do in word or deed, do everything in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, giving thanks to God the Father through him. That's from the Colossians chapter 3, verses 17. From a Christian worldview perspective, I plan to use God's will and approach in all I do in life. As a leader, I want to be put on this world to perform and serve the Lord and do the best I can do. In conclusion, I plan to use my bachelor's degree in business management to grow within the company for which I work. Going forward, I will use my education and ideas I have learned. In addition, I plan to continue to learn and grow in my manager position for the company in which I work. Currently, we have a strategic plan and objective at the company for which I work to develop our employees and provide a career path. We also have other strategic planning objectives, such as management expectations and how to grow not only yourself but your employees. This is continued education for our managers to guide them to coach and develop our employees. I plan to take the extra steps to get to know my employees and determine their strengths and weaknesses where we can continue to grow and develop those people for the company. Developing my people skills and leadership style in my career and personal life will be my main focus to do the best I can do. The courses I have taken at Cornerstone University and the programs they offer at the company for which I work will help me make better choices in my life to serve the Lord. In addition, I will also be able to put a Christian worldview and biblical perspective on my career and personal life. And to that, I thank Cornerstone for giving me that perspective. Many are the plans in mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that we will stand. That's from Proverbs chapter 19, verses 21. What I'd like to do is leave you with this quote that I really like, and I try to stick by, and I even have this in my office posted on my board. Leaders versus leading. There are leaders and those who lead. Leaders hold a position of power and authority, and then there are those who lead to inspire us. And inspiring those to follow you, I feel, is the most important aspect of being a manager and being able to lead and help others grow and see how I've grown myself. Thank you for listening to the presentation, and thanks. Bye.